Okay, this time it really is recording it. See, it's going to be hard to do all this in a linear way because the paths are all non-linear, but I just try to do the best I can. See, partly I wanted to do this for myself so I could see it in the winter, when it's too cold to come out. But also I thought I could post it, and then other people could see it who are, not able to come here.
Why don't you get the title of the...
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get it. See, the thing is that I don't want to take too long, or my battery might, be worn out by the time I reach the end of it. So you can't really dwell too long. See, I like the kind of old-fashioned stuff where they were just starting to understand the principles of electricity and magnetism as a science, and then the technology developed using that scientific knowledge. And I think that's just so cool, because I think that humans are not that good at making the major breakthroughs, but once the breakthrough is made, they're very quick. Yeah, they're very quick at capitalizing on it. For instance, just think that it took us tens of thousands of years, or hundreds of thousands of years, to develop an airplane, but as soon as one was developed, it only took, a couple decades before there were planes that could be used for bombing and killing people, in large numbers. So we're very, very fast to adapt and use a technology, but the initial breakthrough could take forever.
That's a nice picture with the snow on the ground and the holes.
Okay, so here's a place with a little bit bigger kinds of machinery. And this is called a switch panel. Oh, this is a streetcar controller. I mean, these really are heavy machinery. You wouldn't want to have to carry one of these around in your backpack.
This looks like an old-fashioned elevator.
Yeah, it is. It says elevator.
Oh.
Okay, so.
I want to see one of those machines that pumps out what used to be those cards before the computers became computers.
Oh, the Holloway machines.
Well, it would punch the holes in the card.
Yeah.
I don't know what they were called.
Okay, so here's some everyday items that use electricity that probably wouldn't pass the code now. I mean, would you use one of these things? You'd probably burn your house down with a short circuit. Look at all these.
It's a nice lamp.
Interior lighting. Okay, so here's just some different kinds of lamps. And here's some holes. Okay, now let me get over here. I'll try to pick up the nonlinear route if I can. So toasters that I wouldn't want to use. Phil, you burn your house down all for the sake of trying to get a piece of toast. I'll just have the plain bread, I think, rather than do that. Here's an Edison Motor from 1883. Okay, now we're in the land of gigantic machinery, which is really what I wanted to get. Oh, look at this one.
Well, who's the commissioner of patents there?
Oh. Oh, yeah, I think I got that one already. And now here's a baby that looks like it would generate some power if you could get it started. It's the Porter Allen engine. Not portable engine, but Porter Allen engine.
Whoever came up with that idea?
Okay,
Or
so
any of these ideas.
that's some kind of a steam engine, it looks like. Says Porter pioneered in scientifically balancing the engine's moving parts to equalize the rotating inertial and steam forces on the bearings. This balance resulted in non-reversal of bearing stresses essential to high-speed operation. So I think it's so cool that there are these basic principles of physics that's just part of the reality that we live in.
Mm-hmm.
And once those are learned or discovered, then they're incorporated in technology. But there's no guarantee that you can really use them efficiently. You need to have material objects that are available that you can use to build machines that can efficiently do the job that you want. So, for instance, if you didn't have good lubricants available, well, the friction would just burn up the machine and you wouldn't be able to get anything done.
Mm-hmm.
So everything depends on what elements really exist in the Earth's crust that you can use for making the parts that you need. I mean, it's very interesting to engineer a real-world machine that can harness the laws of physics and use them in an efficient way. Boy, look at this.
I think Apple announced that they're gonna go into kind of well, they said it was a new direction, but it sounds like the same direction of producing things and having new products all the time.
Okay, now I don't know if this will come out, but there's a clear plexiglass plate on the floor, and you can see through below it to something that looks like, I don't know, 40 feet high of a part below this. Okay. Okay, so this one is a scale model of a double compound engine generator. That is just pretty cool. And here's a self-contained automatic steam engine from 1886. Okay. Oh, and here's it looks like a cross-sectional view of an inclined tube boiler, 1929.
Goodness.
Look at that. Okay.
Look at this little man.
Oh, I think I did that. Got that.
Look at this little man.
Is that a little man?
Yeah.
Oh, they have little men working in there. And you know what? If that company closed, he could get a job in the window of a jewelry company. He could be one of those guys that holds their fingers up to have the rings on display in the display window. Okay, we did that one already. Okay, so now here's the little wing of the building that's kind of, okay, this is the backside of that cutaway view. Okay, so here we have a huge circular one. That's a Baldwin 6-horsepower steam engine, 1829. Oh, that was used for locomotives, I guess. Look at that. Okay, so now here's some early stuff. Attempts to harness atmospheric forces. Okay. And then
Look, that's cute.
real early,
Isn't that cute?
the effects of heat and pressure have been observed, and there was speculation on how you could use them. Okay, so this is what the late 1700s.
Here's Torricelli's demonstration of atmospheric pressure, 1643.
So here's the development of the steam engine from 1690, 1712, and 1765. Okay. The early period of application. Okay. Here's Watt's lap engine. I'm doing okay so far. This is about 11 minutes.
Oh,
And maybe I'm halfway done, probably less than halfway done. So hopefully I don't run out of storage, and hopefully I don't run out of battery. It's all a race against time here. Okay. Oh, there's Evans high-pressure steam engine. They call it that because every time you try to use it, his blood pressure went up.
that's a good blood pressure medicine.
Yeah. The higher the steam pressure used, the more power a steam engine will produce. The high-pressure engine developed rapidly as boilers capable of sustaining pressures greater than 1 atmosphere were developed. Because of the safety of low steam pressure, atmospheric and Watt engines continue to be built and widely used despite their great size and complexity. I guess that implies that this is not a high-pressure engine, even though it's under the heading high pressure. So, you might need a Talmudic scholar to parse that one out. Okay, so now here is the last exhibit in this wing, the Holloway engine. Oh, now that's a nice little diorama there, like that little Mr. Holloway.
Here's the American Pioneers of
Okay, and we've got like some little boat thingy. I guess the idea is you put in one of those steam engines in a boat. Yeah, Stevens steamboat engine. Okay.
Yeah, here's the stand wearing his thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got to keep moving along here. Don't want to run out of battery. We don't want to run out of memory. Okay. There's a steam turbo generator. Woo. Here's another steam turbo generator. Okay. The steam turbine. Early attempts at rotary motion. That's cool. Okay, and here's a big, this is Mr. Big.
I like these little figures in here.
Yep, the little dioramas.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go.